good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to a stunningly sunny Santa Pod Raceway. We're at National Finals, last event of the season, and due to missing an event and the red light at the last event, I've dropped down the order, but I'm still being positive in my head. We're still hunting that top 10 finish. Let's see where we get to by the end of this event.
So, Lewis Gilbert from Hyde with the Camaro in the Kestrel lane, and your already decided champion for 2025, Gary Lake, from not far away in Risborough. And the reason I say it's so surprising to have it wrapped up before the last event, when there's 6 events on the calendar, 018 on the tree. Look at that. It's very hard to win in any sort of bracket racing, but have it wrapped up already, 14-11. There you go. He's number 4. Lewis breaks out, unfortunately.
Right, okay, we're back in the gazebo of my tent. As you see, I'm suited up. It's really hot, and I've got a black suit, and it's sunny. I didn't want a black suit. I wanted a red one, but this is all they had in my side, so I'm melting in this. I've got swimming shorts underneath. I'm still melting. But first qualifying run in the bag, put 15.84 on because there's a bit of a headwind, but the headwind's not as strong as I thought it was looking at the windmills. So we broke out 15.63, all good. First qualifying run is all about just gauging where you're at, how the track is, what the wind's like. So now we know where we're going for Q2, and we'll see what we sort of get in Q2. Hopefully decent dial-in, decent time. Let's see what happens.
Matter of fact, Matty, with the message change on the back again, saying very bad man, but really was. That's as much as I can read from here, mate. Sorry, my eyes ain't no good. Lewis Gilbert. These two, 23 and 28 at the moment. Well, that moves Matt up to 14 and Lewis up to 20 that time round.
Right, so in Q1, put 15.84 on the car, did a 15.63 breakout. So Q2, put 15.6 on the car, trying to play it safe, need to get a time on the board. And then it ran a 15.99. So it's gone from breaking out by 2 tenths to being over by 3 tenths. So nearly 4 tenths. So not really sure why. I think the wind plus the change in temperature, track might be a bit more sticky, a couple of things which could have slowed it down. But anyway, the point is we got time on the board, and that's the most important thing really, to qualify. And yeah, so tomorrow we're hoping for another 2 qualifying runs before eliminations, so I'm going to try and improve on that. But yeah, let's see what happens tomorrow.
16.29. Lewis Gilbert and Lorna Collins. Camaro against Mazda. If you're in this part of the world, it's an MX-5. If you're on the other side of the pond, it's a Miata. Both on time. Very on time. So, room for improvement will for both of them. Lewis goes up to 12, actually.
Good evening. Santa Pod Raceway. It is now dark, as we can see. Just done Q3. We managed to get 3 runs in today, which we weren't expecting. But am I glad that we did. So, the car ran fast and slow. So, I've gone for the middle ground, put 15.7 on. Ran a 15.8 with a .06 reaction time. Cracking run. I'm really happy with that. Puts me in good stead going into tomorrow. If I improve, then great. If I don't, it's still decent qualifying position. So I'm quite happy with that, and I shall see you all tomorrow.
Okay, the last car, I think, in qualifying for Sportsman ET. We will set the fields after this round of qualifying for everybody. Yeah, Lewis Gilbert will be the last one to try and improve. 15.64 goes too quick.
Okay, just come back from Q4. Broke out. Went too quick. So the wind is pretty much the same as yesterday. I was 10th over on my Q3 time. So I put 500ths on my Q3 time for today's run, Q4, hoping that I might be able to bring it in a bit closer. And then the car went and did a 15.64. So it was over a second quicker than what I dialed in, which means it was 2 seconds, almost 2 seconds quicker than what the last run was yesterday. So it's a bit all over the shop. I've broke out by 2/10, and I was over by 3/10, nearly 4, then over by 1/10, and now under by 2/10 again. So a bit all over the shop. Not quite sure what we're going to do for eliminations, but fingers crossed we make something work and we get through a few rounds. Let's go and see what happens.
Those two, Al Medley and Lewis Gilbert. On the screen it says Lewis is driving a Corvette. However, I don't know a lot about cars, but I know that's not a Corvette. Might identify as a Corvette, maybe. So Lewis Gilbert takes the tree first, followed by Alan, who has been plagued with gear selection issues. That's the first run he's made it that far down the racetrack. Will it be a winning one? 12.25 almost is the answer. 0.4 win margin over there in the Slick Tricks lane. That was Al's best run of the weekend. And he lost out round 1 with it.
Okay, so Sunday morning now. First round of eliminations just about got done last night. Track closed at 8 and we were down there at like 7:45. The bikes had to go before us and we're all sat there like, oh, they're going to cancel us, they're going to cancel us. It just squeezed us in the dark. I was up against Alan Medley in his Oldsmobile. It's his Pro ET car, so that's a 10-second car. 12 seconds is the limit for our class, so he has to slow it right down. But he's not had the car out in 18 months. So he wasn't too sure. His qualifying runs weren't great. He only just qualified, to be honest. So yeah, I had him. And the last run he did in eliminations was the best run he's had in that car for a while. And he didn't have any headlights. So I'm the lead car, he's the chase car. So I'm looking in my mirror to try and see where he's coming, how fast he's chasing me down. And I can't see him because he's got no headlights. So about the 1,000-foot mark, I could just about see him. So I just fired the car and set the car alarm off. But yeah, about the 1,000-foot mark, I could just see him coming up. He was still behind me, so I lifted out of it, judged it to perfection. I was 0.1 over my dial-in time, and the win margin was 0.03 of a second. So judged it really well. Great race. And today, in eliminations round 2, I've actually got Alan's wife. I've got Jill in the mega Jeep. So yeah, beat one Medley. Now let's go and try and beat the other Medley. See you at eliminations round 2.
That way. Lewis Gilbert, Jill Medley. I really, really love this Jeep. Kids would never be late for school. Tree runs for the Camaro first. Nothing in it at the finish line. Jill Medley, lesser of the 2 breakouts, folks. Nothing in it on the tree as well. Only a couple of hundreds between the pair of them. Jill Medley, round 3.
Right, so that was that. Last event of the 2025 season. Ended up losing to Jill. Double breakout, even though I added time to my dial-in. Took time out of the dial-in. So I took a 10th out. I put a 15.7 on. Took it down to a 15.6 because of a lack of headwind. And then I lifted as well. Coasted across the finish line. Because I looked in my mirror. I saw that Jill wasn't catching me at the rate she should have been. So I lifted out of it and still broke out by more than Jill did. Double breakout, but she broke out by less. When I went in the last 16, not sure where that's going to put me on the point standings. There's a cat on me right now. Yeah, not sure where that's going to put me on the point standings. Top 10 is basically gone. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened. But given my first season in the wrong car, don't forget we started this season in the Corvette on the way down to dialing day to dial it in, and it blew up. So we've done the season in the Camaro, my daily driver. Missed one event. Should still be guaranteed top 20 out of 40 something, which isn't bad for the first season in the wrong car with one event missing. Next season in the new car, can't wait for that. The next video on the channel will be my new car, and then on the 5th of October I'm taking it down for a run what you brung to see what sort of times we'll be running. But yeah, thank you for sticking with me through the 2025 season, and we shall see what happens in 2026 with a brand new car. See you then.
Feel the power, hear the roar. Vein, muscle, core, wanting more. Engines rumble, a symphony of speed on the asphalt.